I lived in Uganda until 1970 when the coup happened. The entire family, apart from my mum, we came to England.
Would you say it was particularly hard to do this?
It's not hard. I mean, the thing is that what you got to realize that, Thailand is cheap and cheerful, all right? If you come and retire here, you got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to have a problem.
Okay. Good morning, guys. Here we are in Bangkok in the lovely Jason's house, who has been so kind as to offer us a place to stay after coming back from Cambodia for a couple of days. Jason has been a subscriber for, do you have any idea what number you're at?
I think I was probably the early ones when you went
Pre-100.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Probably in the top 5, I would say, because you reached out to say to your viewers that you wanted to bring money over to Thailand and what was the best way. And I said, look into Wise.
Yes.
And that's when our friendship started.
Yep.
And the rest is history. You're here.
That's it. We're here in Thailand. The wise advice panned out, and it's been a great little card to help us out while we've been traveling.
I mean, so I've used that from day one, and I'm just amazed how good it is. And anybody I know, I tell them, look, if you're coming over or if you're going to stay, go for the Wise card. It is very, very good.
It is. It is nice and easy to use, and offers a lot of currencies. Doesn't offer the chance to convert to Cambodian riel though. Just FYI.
Oh, okay. I haven't ventured that far out, but I know it does Thais, pounds, dollars, Aussie dollars, and all that sort of things.
Yeah.
So it's a learning curve. As you go along the way, you'll find out what it does and what it doesn't. But majority of the things it does.
Yep.
Which we are.
That's it. So as I said, we started conversing with Jason probably over 6 months ago now.
No, I would say well over 6 months ago.
Yep, well over 6 months ago now. And he's given us plenty of advice, support, information in regards to us coming over here, where to go, where to stay, how to use the train, the BTS, the MRT, that's what it's called,
which is the equivalent to the London Underground, because those train runs underneath and the BTS runs above the roads. They're more sky trains.
That's it. Well, we just wanted to get on here and talk to you about about your story and first where you started, where you were born, your story on what you were doing for work, and then what inspired you to choose Thailand to become your destination the rest of your life.
Definitely. So away I go. So basically I'm Indian heritage. My mum and dad left India way back in the sort of I think 50s or mid 50s and settled in East Africa, Uganda. So I was born in Uganda, East Africa, and whilst I was born, the British were still ruling. So straight away I got the British passport. So birthright was British, and then from then on, I lived in Uganda until 1970 when the coup happened. The entire family, apart from my mum, we came to England. My 3 other siblings were in England in the mid-60s. My eldest brother having a house, so we came and stayed with him in England. Then we moved to Leicester, which is north part of England, for a few good years, and then we came back to London.
There you go.
And London was, I think, from 1977 onwards, or no, 75 onwards, And that was it. London was our base. I lived in East London, North London, South East London when I got married. Then back into North London after I got divorced. And apart from that, I've been now here for just over 7 months. August last year I came here full time. Prior to that, I came to Bangkok my first trip to Bangkok was in 2022. We were still under the old COVID times, social distancing, all that. And within a week and a half, I fell in with love the country.
Of course,
And whilst here, my mind was working all the time thinking, how can I be here full time.
Yes.
So once I got back to London, I spoke to my friends. They says it's not that hard. I have a property, so that was my main concern. I had to make sure that I rent it out, get funds to fund me here. Plus, I had savings and all that.
Yep.
And the ball started rolling. And from the time I got here, I then did another 2 trips.
Yep.
To get more ideas of how Bangkok and Thailand works.
Yep.
In that time, I met Annie online on Thai Cupid website.
The beautiful Annie.
Annie,
gorgeous
yes,
Annie. What a lovely lady she is.
She is, yes.
Yeah, she is.
We met online, and she was hard to get. She played hard to get for at least 3. Oh yeah.
You chased her.
Chased her for 3 days, and I gave up hope on it. I deleted her, and then I left my WhatsApp's number and my phone number, and she messaged me saying, "Hi, it's me, Annie." And I said, "Okay." In that time, I was also speaking to another lady called Anne. As you do, you know, you got to choose your future partner and all that.
Yep.
And she came on, and we started talking. I said to her first thing, "Do you speak English?" He says, "My English is not that brilliant." So I said, "Okay, fair enough.
Yep.
Can I WhatsApp you and do a video chat?" So we did that, and would you believe it? 1.5 hours later, we ended our conversation, and that was the beginning of it. And that was every single day. There hasn't been a day that we didn't talk to each other.
Yep.
The only difference is that at that time, Bangkok was 6 hours ahead of England.
Yep.
So I had to make sure that when she finishes, so I can talk to her, or when I was going to bed, she'll talk to me and all that. Yeah. And that was it. So I spoke to her, I met her. I said, "Look, I'm coming over to stay for 4 weeks, arrange things." So she did that. So the first time I met her was in just around, I think, August, September of 2022.
First time in person.
First time in person, yes.
Yep.
And she booked up an apartment near Nana, which was a very good apartment.
Yep.
So we stayed 4 weeks there, and also her workplace was very close by.
Happy days.
At the moment where she lives is just not far from the old airport, the old Dagmar airport.
Yep. DMK.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. And it's a 40-minute journey by train from the station to her workplace, but then you got to walk, and from our house to the station. So all in all, she has to leave around 6:15. She'll take a taxi bike to the station, and then jump on, and then she'll walk another 20 minutes to get to her workplace.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, traffic in Bangkok is
horrendous.
Is probably the worst I've seen, aside from Canggu, Bali, but that's a different kettle of fish. But it's a good area here, isn't it? It's
a very quiet area.
Yeah.
Friendly neighbours. Don't hear no noise, and if it does, if you do hear noise, it's the dogs normally barking because they find that if there's something funny going on, which is good for us. It's a deterrent for somebody doing anything out of the ordinary. But apart from that, I like here, but the only drawback is that it's a good 20 minutes drive to the station.
Yeah.
So I would like to, in the near future, move near a station.
Yep.
So we're not in a hurry. The house is all done up now for us. I did a lot of work with Annie to get it into sort of a very, very good state, so that if we have to sell, anybody looks at it, they just said, "Yeah, we'll have it," because I think our house looks pretty brand new compared to all the other houses on this road. Yeah.
It's definitely a move right in and live, as opposed to a lot of other places where there are do-uppers, aren't they? You've done a great job here.
I mean, I said, I've acquired skills whilst living in England.
Yep.
I've done a lot of DIY projects. I've done a lot of jobs for friends, family, and all that. So I've learned a lot of things.
Yep.
I'm not saying I'm a professional, but put a mind to it, you can do anything you want to do,
100%.
So and the good thing here, the plumbing is very, very easy because everything is on surface and not dug away. It's all plastic piping. Because you're not going to get anything frozen because it's so hot. I've done virtually the whole house with the new electric sockets and switches, so that was quite easy to learn. Didn't blow anything up, thank God for that. But no, I mean, I overall, I'm very happy what I've done here. Annie's really over the moon because as a woman, they're not into DIY. And for them to get people in, they're going to rip them off because they're going to earn money. So I said, right, we'll do it together. While she's working, I'm here, and then at the weekends in the evening, she'll get herself involved in it as well.
That's it.
So she'll learn as well from me.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's what I said, you know, you help me, you learn a new skill. I said to her, have you ever painted? No. I said, right, pick up the paint, copy me. So she knows how to paint now. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So you've come over here and it is visa-wise retirement?
Visa-wise, I got my retirement visa just around November.
Yep.
As of tomorrow, which is the January the 22nd, I have to go and report at immigration physically.
Yep.
So me and Andy are going to be driving very early because they do get very busy. I've been to this office with one of Annie's friends who helped me to get my retirement visa.
Yep.
And when we drove up, I looked at the building, I'm thinking it's like a spaceship. It is very, very big, different departments. So tomorrow, basically, I'm hoping I shouldn't be more than an hour. They just want to show myself up that I'm here. And then after that, the next 3 months, I can do it online. So the first one I have to shop, but the rest of them I'll do online, which is going to be easier.
Online check-in.
Check-in,
to make
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
And that'll keep your visa going and relevant and everything
This
like that.
is it, yeah.
So
and
nice
then, I mean, said there are elite visas, but to do elite visas, you've got to have a lot of money. Then you don't have to do all that going to the immigration because all that service is included because you are paying a lot of money for those visas.
Yeah.
That's for the rich and the famous, put this way. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll get there one day.
Oh, hey, who knows? Who knows? Yes. No, that's awesome. So, So what about Thailand was it that made you fall in love with it?
Well,
as opposed to the UK.
UK, right? So
aside from the weather.
Yes, UK has changed a lot. It's become very expensive. It's getting very violent. You know, if you doing good and you want to wear something nice or drive something nice, you have to constantly keep on looking behind your back. Who's watching you? Yeah. A friend of mine sent me a documentary on watches. People, basically, gangs are now targeting wealthy people with expensive watches and all that.
Yep.
In Thailand, if you wear £1 million watch on your hand, nobody's going to blink an eye on you. They're not going to do that.
They'll probably think it's fake.
It's fake, yeah, because everything's fake here. But you know for a fact that what you're wearing, you don't have to worry. I mean, I wear a bit of gold. I don't have to worry about it. But in England, if I was wearing, if I was showing, the chances are going to get grabbed and taken away. Yeah. Or your hand's going to be chopped off. These criminal gangs, they're out to do one thing. They want it at any cost.
They're going to get it.
And they're going to get it.
Yeah.
A friend of mine recently said to me, there's a story, a guy was wearing a fake Rolex watch.
Yep.
He gave it in, but they stabbed him and they killed him. So it just shows why. The guy is giving you the watch, take it and go away. But no, they had to kill him. So this is the minus side of it. It said the weather and all that. Thailand, I came here, I looked at it, people are absolutely amazing, the food is amazing, cost of living is cheap, provided you don't venture out drinking, womanizing, you can have a very, very good life, you know.
For a modest price.
Modest price,
yeah.
If you leave away from Bangkok, life gets cheaper. Bangkok is a capital, so you're going to be paying premium price. Where I am, this is Annie's house. So it's not that expensive, but if we go where Annie works, then the same house would be about nearly 6-7 times the value because you're in the heart of the whole shebang, you know. You've got the nightlife, you've got the restaurants and all that. For us, we've got a shop which is 5 minutes away, which is a 7-Eleven and a Lotus. So they are convenience stores. If you want to get anything, it's a 5-minute walk. If you want to do bigger shopping, it's a car drive where we go to the station, we park up at the Big C, which is a supermarket, and we can do a whole grocery shopping. There's a big market on the other side, we can go in there. So we got virtually everything on our doorstep, you know. I mean, I know people drive an hour away in certain parts of the world to do their shopping. So we're not that far away from all that, you know. We're pretty close. So
But everything's close here.
Everything's close.
Depending on traffic and how you get here, how you get there. But this is a really nice area. It's a lot more. It's Thai, isn't it?
Yeah, Thai. I mean, it's a Thai neighborhood.
There's no foreigners.
I'm the only foreigner. I've been looking around and I can't sort of find anybody. But when I get to the station, I've seen a few foreign people. They said this is a prominent Thai area.
Yep.
And said everybody's just amazing. You know, you're walking down the road and they look at you and you just say hello to them, they hello to you, give you a smile.
Yep.
And that's amazing. In London, you try doing that, I don't think you're going to get, you might get from one person, but the rest, they haven't got time or they don't want to bother saying, say hello.
Yeah, or they might hit you.
They might hit you.
They might just hit you because...
But they said, the only thing I regret here is the weather. Because England is a totally different array of weathers. You know, you got your cold, your summers, your springs in there. Here, you got extreme heat. During the months of November to about February is the winter season. So the temperature should drop, but this year, unfortunately, the temperatures haven't dropped that much.
Yeah, we got about 4 or 5 days of really nice cooler weather. Before, but now it's
now it's gone back to sort of summer weathers. I mean, during the daytime it's about 34, 35. Evenings around 30, where the evening should be about mid-20s.
Yep.
But I'm just getting used to it. You know, we got fans, we got aircon, so yeah, I just have to climatize. It'll take me a year or so, and then that's it. But the good thing is humidity and not baking heat like what Europe has. That I just could not. You know, if I had to move somewhere in Europe and that was the weather, I'd rather just stay in London and just have to hack it. You know. Yeah. But here, you got everything. You can walk into a shopping mall, and you're cooled down. If you go into a train, you're cooled down. If you go into a taxi, AC's on constantly. Yeah. So they're prepared for virtually every scenario you're looking at as a tourist or as an expat coming to Thailand.
And that's just in Bangkok as well. Thailand's obviously a huge place. So if you decided to move somewhere like Chiang Mai, we were talking about this morning, then you can get that cold weather as well.
So because
there's a lot of there is like a bit of a diversity in the weather.
Yeah, as far as I know, Chiang Mai, because it sits quite high in the mountains.
Yes.
So early in the morning, the temperatures do drop to to sort of -1 to even 0. So anybody who's thinking of going there, be well prepared to sort of have warm clothing for a few good hours, and then it'll become normal. But early part of the evening, morning, it does get very cold.
Yeah.
I want to savor that because I said, you know, I've come all this way. I want to go to Chiang Mai hopefully soon and live that. I've got a few hoodies that I'm going to take along. Not that I need to wear any hoodies in this country because in England you've got to be prepared for the weather. You know, I was speaking to a friend of mine a day ago. It was -5 outside London.
Yeah, with everything
frosted up. Everything's frosted up. I couldn't believe it. I said, unfortunately, you might have -5, but we have +35. And he said, stop it. But I said to him, you're not going to be staying in London that long because he's an expat as well. He had to just pop over to London, do a couple of bits and pieces. So he'll be back very, very soon.
Sweet as. Oh, that's cool. So. And Annie's retiring soon as well. So you're going to be able to do some
traveling and all that.
Around Thailand.
I said to her, you got to retire if you want to travel, because she says, what about me? If you go traveling, I'm working. I said, well, I can travel on my own, but yes, I want you to be with me. So she finishes work end of February. She's got another, I think, give and take 5 to 6 weeks. So then once that happens, then we can start looking around where we want to start venturing. She has a car, which is very good, so I'll drive. I have seen her driving, which is okay. She can drive, but I'm scared. I said I'd rather walk. So, and the other thing here, I find that yes, it is crazy driving in this country, but you know what? People are friendly on the road. If you drive like a lunatic, if you even sort of cut somebody up, you just got to smile, put a thumbs up. End the story. If that happened in England, there's a road rage and you can come out basically either badly hurt or even get killed. But here, the Thais are very friendly. Coming out, the only drawback is, yes, bikers, they are lunatics, no helmets. But, you know, that's what it is. Until the law gets really, really tight, they're going to drive like that,
Yeah, that's it. I always say that it's pretty much organised chaos around here. Everybody's just... doing their own thing, but it all seems to it all works in the end.
It works. You know, traffic moves.
You come over, you'll come over, and the other person do the same thing, and you know, they all seem to be. We're all trying to get to the same destination. You know, we're all trying to just get where we're going, and none of this road rage that you see in the UK and in Australia as well, which is really it's really nice to see.
Yeah. I mean, said, you know, people are friendly. He said, you know, nobody judges where you're from. And he said, and I've been here 7 months, as I said, I haven't seen one accident, and I'm driving on a daily basis, you know. You just got to be, you know, you're in a foreign country, there are rules and regulations, follow them, you won't have any hassle. But if you want to be a lunatic and drive like a lunatic, you will end up. And he said, you know, I've never seen any police cars or anything on the freeway or the motorway, as we say, around here. But the response is very good. They've got CCTVs virtually everywhere. So if anything happens, they will basically investigate. On it very straight away.
Yeah. And sorry, just to go back about talking about the safety and stuff. How you feel a lot safer being in Thailand?
Yeah.
Just in general, just walking down the street as opposed to the UK.
I mean,
which is crazy.
In the UK, you got to have alarm systems, this and the other, to keep your house safe. Here, we leave our windows open. All right, we got a grill, but that doesn't mean that if I want to come to this house without making that noise, I can do it.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? The community is very close. Even though the neighbours are gone to work, but there's people across the road. They've got dogs. As soon as they hear something, they'll start barking. So if you want to enter, you got to think, oh, okay, those dogs are barking for a reason, and people will look. We don't have a garden because the houses sit back to back. So we only have a driveway. Not a driveway. We have a parking space out in, sort of carport. So we park the cars there. So there's no way of breaking in. If you do, you're gonna make noise, so that people are gonna know there's something happening. You know, I mean, they said I'm not even worried leaving money and jewelry in this house that I think that, well, if I do that, I'll have to have CCTV cameras or that. No, we have a camera outside just for purposes, i.e. when we have deliveries, and he gets a phone call saying that the delivery guy's going to deliver. If he drops it above the gate, we know that the parcel's arrived, you know. So that's what it is.
So there's a good sense of community in this neighbourhood as well. People looking out for each other. Not a lot of crime.
No.
Which, I think that's quite surprising. You think a lot of the Western views, and especially for me, the stories you hear about, you know, whether it be pickpocketing or just violent crimes, for me, I was expecting it to be more at the case in these kind of countries, you know, these lower socio-economic countries, you know, like they're not first world countries, but for Australia, I feel safe walking around there. But I've lived in England before, and I can definitely attest to it that I do feel a hell of a lot safer walking around, hanging around in Thailand, Bangkok, as opposed to capital city of
England.
The UK.
Time goes slowly, which is good.
At
the same time, you think, my God, I've got virtually all my friends in London, so I don't sort of go to sleep until past midnight because the difference of 7 hours. So it'll be evening. So if it's 1 o'clock here at the moment, early as the morning, it'll be 6 o'clock in the evening there. So people are coming back home, so I can talk to them rather than if they're at work, it's not that easy to talk. So but no, overall, life is very, very good.
Very good.
Very good. And there's no way, my friend says to me, what happens if you come back? I said, why? I said, if it doesn't work out with Annie, it's a big country. I can always find a new partner. But I said to Annie, you haven't got nothing to worry about it. We're together for life. She's looking for a partner. I found her. She's found me. And I don't have to worry about it. Yes, I've heard stories, what happens with other people. I did my research. She's a professional person. She's been working for a company for nearly 24 years. Had a very good position. She's leaving now. The big bosses are very sad for her to move along. But I said, they're going to be there. The company's going to be there. But, you know, she has a life with me now. And I want to enjoy as much as I can. You know, I'm not a spring chicken. She's about 15 years younger than me. But God has said, you're on this earth with a return ticket. When that happens, we don't know. So I said, right, we've got to enjoy our life. You know, we want to venture out virtually whole of Thailand. Then there's neighboring countries. My nephew lives in Australia, and that's one of the countries I want to go and visit. So
for sure.
Definitely I want to do that. Hopefully by next year I want to go and see Australia. So I'm going to say to my nephew, He's an aeronautic engineer. He works in China.
Jeez.
So he does 3 months in China and a month back in Australia.
Yep.
So when he's a month in Australia, I'm going to book my flights there with Annie, and we're going to go and do that. And hopefully he'll show me around some parts of Australia. Yeah.
100%.
And I've got quite a few other friends in other parts of Australia. So yeah, it'll be very, very good to see this beautiful country of yours.
Yeah, beautiful. Take Annie along as well.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully if you're there, we tag along with you then as well. Yeah.
Hey, if we're there, we can be your guide.
Yeah, definitely. That's good.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's awesome. And in terms of you always see these stories of foreign men coming over and being played, but looking at your relationship and how you guys are together, it's completely different. And
No.
it's really good to see that you found each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I chose her.
Yeah,
because she
exactly.
wasn't a player. Because I would have known straight away. I mean, if you talk to a person every single day, same time, she's in the office during the lunchtime and all that. So I knew from day one that this person's not a player. If I said to her, where do you live? He said, look, I have my own house. I said, really? I said, okay. I have my own car. So then I knew straight away. And I said, what sort of company do you work for? He says, I work for a company that produces steel framework for offices, for warehouses.
Yeah.
And then she told me the history of it. So I went on the internet, I looked up and I said, wow, this company is not a small company. It's a fairly good, big company, and they're going for around, I think 30 years. They just had last year, their 30th anniversary. So with that in mind, and with the amount of years she's put into that company, she's a professional person. So that was intriguing for me. And that's why I said, she's a good girl.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You've definitely found a keeper.
And not only that, I see a lot of things in Thailand, especially you see a lot of women are either divorced or separated. And what happens is, it's a Thai culture. The husbands get married. They get married, argument's sake.
Yeah.
And what will happen? They'll have a couple of kids. The husband then starts playing around.
Okay.
The woman's now looking after the whole family, and there's a stage where something's got to give way.
Yeah.
He'll be drinking, womanizing. She's got to do the all burden work, and then they'll say, right, that's it. I've had enough of it. You get out of my life, and that's it. So I've heard a lot of stories like that. And once you become a certain age, you're on the top shelf. Nobody wants to touch you. So
yeah.
women here, generally, if they find a good catch, Annie has a good catch, I've had a good catch with her, we keep to each other.
Yep, 100%.
And I've also seen that if we're looking at other women, she'll sort of nudge at me. I said, Annie, listen, I look at another person, doesn't mean that I want to sleep with them. God has given us eyes. If I see you looking at another bloke, doesn't mean that you want to sleep with him. I said, we have a good banter. I use a certain few words like Chatuchak means darling, all right? So if we're walking along hand in hand and I see a female ahead of it, I'll shout out, and that woman look back at me and she'll be laughing. I said, why are you laughing? I said, listen, I have a good banter with you. You don't have to worry about it,
That's good.
Even this just New Year's Eve, we were with my friends, and I was one who was making noise and everybody was enjoying it, but she was feeling embarrassed. I said, why? I said, we're going to a new year. I'm trying to get the crowd getting sort of ready to sort of cheer up into the 2024.
You're the hype man there.
I was a hype man,
Hype man.
But she was getting embarrassed. I said, don't be embarrassed. Everybody's looking there laughing. If they were strict, then I can understand they're not happy about it. But everybody around us, and I said, you got to find, I might be old, but I'm young at heart,
100%, yeah.
If I want to be serious, then I'm not the right man for you, You got to realize, you have to be serious sometime, but 99% I'm young at heart, and that's what it is,
Just having fun. You're out here, moved to Thailand.
I'm
here
to
have fun.
You're
not here to
sort of have arguments and all that. So we said, I said to her, you got to learn a lot of things, because I know you lost your dad at a young age. You looked after your mum and your grandmother. You have a brother that in Thai culture, the women are the bearers of the family. They will look after their parents, their siblings, and all that. She looks after her nephew. When she was young, she bought her own one-bedroom sort of condo or a flat, we call it. The dad her brother and his brother didn't sort of, he left his wife, he moved away with his new partner, and the new partner didn't want to know about his son, which was really surprising. He's 31 years of age, and Annie says, look, here's my condo, you live in that place, you pay the ongoing bills, and that's it, and I'll look after the mortgage, which is not that big. And he said, look, I needed you to sort of help me as well. And that sort of brought tears to me, thinking that, hang about, your brother's son, and he can't even look after him, but you looking. But that's what it is. This is Thai culture. And I know for a fact that if she was in England and I said to her, look, I got my mum who's ill, not that I have my mum, she's passed away, she will devote her time looking after her. That's what it is. They're devoted to looking after their family. You
Family
know?
is huge here, isn't
Very, very big time, you know. That's why a lot of Westerners come over here, that, you know, they don't get that sort of looking after, you know. And now, even I think in Chiang Mai, they're opening up nursing homes for foreigners to come over and live here, and people working, they look after them, their family. I mean, I had my mum in a nursing home when she had Alzheimer's for having a respite for ourselves.
Yeah.
When she went in, she was a normal person. When she came back 2 weeks later, we could not believe how much she's changed. They didn't bother. But see, it's because he's they didn't bother because he's not their mum. They're just there to look after, paycheck, and that's it. And my brother swear that he will never ever do that again. And we gave our mum a good few years worth of life, but with dementia, she passed away. And that was it. I mean, what she went through, I said to my brother, if that happens to me, just put me down, because I know what it's like, and I have friends there, they're going through the same, and I said, look, I've been there, and I help them out. I tell them what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and they take on board, because I said, I'm going to educate you, because this is not something that you're ready for it, but because I've been there and I've experienced it, if you do, you will make it easier for you and for your parents, you know, if they're going through that. So yes,
Okay, cool. All right. Well, that's good.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed our hospitality at our house.
Oh hey, once again, thank you very much.
Listen, the doors are open. I've said to my friends, if you ever come to Bangkok for a holiday, and if you're not booking up, you can come and stay with us, and we'll entertain you. We'll show you Bangkok and all that, because Annie, once she leaves, she's going to be full-time with me. At the moment, when she's working, it's harder for me to venture out, because she knows Bangkok better than I do. But I'm getting to know as well. I mean, I go out and venture out as well. When she's at work, I'll go to different shopping malls, find out how to sort of get around, you know. It's not hard. People are friendly. If you ask them politely, even impolitely, they will help you, you know. It's not like that you don't get any sort of replies back saying, no, we don't know. There's always somebody there to sort of navigate. Even me, when I'm sitting on the train and I hear people, if they speak English, I interrupt them. I say, listen, I'm not being rude, but I think I know where you want to go. I've been here now a few months, and I help them out. And they say, oh, thank you so much, you know.
That's it.
So it does, you know, a bit of kindness goes a long way here.
Oh everyone here is really kind, and it is unfortunate with staying down in Pattaya and seeing some of the behaviour of some of the tourists of all nationalities. Doesn't matter where they're from. I mean, with how nice the Thai people are, I can't understand. I can't comprehend how these people are being so harsh and so rude to them. So kindness does go a long way, and they're definitely deserving of it.
Definitely.
Because they'll really help you out, and they're great people. So and you were our guide yesterday as well. You really showed us around. You showed us a bunch of places. So you know Bangkok.
Well, not only that, the thing is that we went to one of the biggest markets in the world, Chatuchak market. So I haven't been there. I actually get on the train and I pass that market every day, but this market only opens at the weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And we're talking about the amount of people is just incredible. And I said to Frank, to see the whole market, you got to spend the whole day. We talking about, I heard from another vlogger saying that there's 59,000 stalls. And I reckon there could be that many, but it's a haven. If you want anything, that is the market to check out, by the way. 100%. And there's no haggling, because everybody goes to that market, buys from that market, then they sell it on. So they're getting a very good price. So please, if you do come, I've heard from people, don't haggle, because that's the best price you're going to get there.
Yeah.
Other places you can haggle because they're going to inflate the price, but here they don't inflate the price. They say, right, this is a cost price, please buy it, and that's it. Yeah, but I'm glad that you had your first taste of the market, and
I 100%.
Yeah, and I think you said that you're going to come back again, and
we're gonna come back, make a video, and make sure. Another thing as well, make sure that you visit it probably later in the afternoon, because walking through there in the summer sun would be absolute hell.
Unless if you like it that way. But yeah, we went around 4 o'clock and there was a beautiful breeze. The sun's just going down. And here it's around 6 o'clock in the evening, it gets dark. We don't have any seasons like England. You know, you got your winter, your spring, summer, and autumn. Here it's basically 6 o'clock in the evening, it gets dark, and around 6 in the morning it gets light. So that's it.
Yeah, through the whole year, you've probably got about a half hour of
windows either way.
As opposed to the northern hemisphere or whatever, where you've got about an 8 hour window. So it's a lovely place here. We've had a great time.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate your hospitality.
No, you're welcome, mate.
Yeah, once again, thanks for talking to us and telling us about yourself, why you're here, and what your future plans are.
Well, the future plans, as I said, basically we want to travel. That's the main thing.
That's it.
Yeah. Once the body is working, the legs are working and all that, you got to do it, because I said, you know, now I've said to my friends, me retiring an early, well, I didn't retire at an early age. I took a redundancy during COVID to look after my brother and sister-in-law. So I said to myself, right, I'm retired now, and I can then sustain myself with my savings and all that to do what I want to do. And I'm here now, and basically I said to Annie, we're going to travel, and that's what we want to do, you know. So I can't wait her to finish her work and then start we're looking already where we want to travel first. So we're looking at, basically we might go to Ho Hin, which is not far from here, which is about 3 hours drive. We've already been there for a few days in my last visit, but now we want to do 2 weeks there and explore everything around the area. Once that's done, that's ticked off, then we move to another part. We'll come back, stay for a month in Bangkok, and then next trip.
There you go. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
This is it. Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Little short trips, and then you get to come back home, rest a bit, and then
recharge your batteries and back on your bike. And I've got a friend and his girlfriend. They want to tag along. I said, and says, you know, because there is 4 of us, the 2 girls get along well. Me and my friend, we get along well. So it'll be good. I mean, it's a pity that you're not here full time. If you was, I would say, right, Sarah, Frank, jump on, let's go. Because you know, we get on well. If we didn't have that rapport, then I wouldn't say that. But we have a very, very good rapport with you guys. You enjoy our hospital. I enjoy your hospitality as well where we go. We would love to have had you on our journey, but I said you got other plans.
We got plenty of years ahead of us. We'll be coming back here more permanently in the future. So when that happens, if you haven't seen the whole of Thailand,
then we can say, right,
we can see some with you, and if not, maybe we could see a country close by together.
Of course.
Maybe we could show you Siem Reap. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd love it there.
Oh yeah, I know. You said you already done your vlog on that one, and it looks very, very good. So you know, every country is different, but it's best to savor it whilst you can. You know,
that's it. That's it. Take your time and really enjoy it. But other than that, anything else you'd like to add?
Not really. I mean, I think we've covered pretty much.
I think we've got what we needed. Once again, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
To be here, to be in your presence, presence of yourself and Annie. Looking after us for these couple of days, and for sitting down and chatting to us, and hopefully this video can help inspire other people.
Do the same.
The same thing. It's because, I mean, would you say it was particularly hard to do this?
It's not hard. I mean, the thing is that what you got to realize that Thailand is cheap and cheerful. All right. If you come and retire here, you got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're gonna have a problem. If you have a plan, stick to the plan. I've stuck to my guns. I knew what I want to do. But if you come along and you want to go and live where you want to womanize, drink, your money's going to run away. And if I was you, do a lot of research. There's a lot of YouTube videos on how to get scammed, this and the other. But not everyone is a scammer. You've got to be just realistically in your mindset that if something's not right, you walk away. As I said to Annie, there's plenty more fish in the sea. Not that I'm going to do that to her, but she wants me more than I need her, in a way, as I say.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be like that. I'm sticking to my guns. I want her, and that's it, you know.
Well, that's it. Yeah. A bit of street smarts goes a long way in Thailand.
Yeah.
You pick things up as you go.
Yeah.
And hopefully you have some fun while you're doing it.
No, this is the whole thing is fun. Yeah.
And I think as well, a big one, as you were saying, with the plan, having a plan. A lot of people come here with the holiday mode. Make sure you kick yourself out of the holiday mode as soon as possible, or else you're going to spend big bucks and you're going to be on a plane.
On a plane back, or not even have any bucks. I've heard stories where people have lost virtually all their savings.
Yes.
And now they're begging at friends to get them back home. Yeah. So stick to your guns. If you do that, you'll have a wonderful life in this country. As I said, this country is very friendly. Basically, it said, with anything you do, it'll go a long way, you know. Kindness, you'll get tons of it.
In return, Give out a bit of kindness and you'll get it back in tenfold, won't you?
Yeah, definitely.
But thanks again for chatting with us, Jason. It's absolutely brilliant to be here.
You're welcome again.
It's been a pleasure. And we'll probably finish it there before I say thank you again.
No problem, mate.
All right, but if you wouldn't mind, guys, liking the video, subscribing to the channel. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye.
Thank you.